Alright, before we jump right into this video, I want to say a couple of things. First thing is, I'm not just buying more cars and acquiring more cars. I sold the Chevy Corvair for $5,000, so now I am buying a new project car to work on now that the Corvair is sold. Next thing, Chevy Colorado is pretty much done. As you guys have seen, we've done 4 videos on that, so don't think you're going to be seeing much more of this on the channel. Maybe one more video. And then the last thing is, I know you guys want to see a camper video, and I'm sorry it's been delayed, but we're making good progress on it. I was able to secure a spot at a warehouse, so I'm able to work with heat. I know it's crazy. You guys have never seen it before, a rural Vermonter working in the heat, but luckily I was able to get a spot in a warehouse. So that's what's going on there, and you should definitely see a video up on that by next week, a camper video. But anyway, what this video is I found a Volvo 240 for 500 bucks listed, and we're gonna go up there and try to buy it, me and my friend. I don't know if this video is gonna get too many views because I don't know how many people are interested in Volvo 240s, but I've always had a soft spot for them. I kind of like the boxiness of it, and you know, they do run forever. Let's go ahead and see if we can make a deal. There it is. I'm recording it for my YouTube channel.
Oh, so you know what subscribers you got?
20,000 right now. Let's see. Do you have?
Hello.
Here, so let's try. All right, we ended up being able to start the car by putting some starter fluid down here, and made a deal. So let's see if we can drive it back home. All right, well, I will be surprised if this thing makes it the half-hour drive back home. But following my friend who's driving it now, it's got the battery light on, and it has something up with the starting system. I think it's something to do with fuel, to be honest, but not 100% sure. Anyway, let's hope we can get this thing back home. Alright, well, the Volvo made it back home. You might be able to tell this is not my house because we're storing it at my friend's house, since this is actually going to be a joint purchase and joint fixing up process, just so we can both work on it, both spend a little less money, spend a little less time on it. Obviously this is not going to be a huge resale money maker, but I love these cars, so I just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick look around. Like all New England cars, it is plagued by rust, and the rockers have been replaced, as you can see by that. Hopefully the frame's not too bad. It was hard for me to get under there and look at the frame just because it was snowy, but I just trusted the guy's word that the frame was good. You should never really trust the word, but I did. That's been replaced there. I think if I put the plastic cladding over here, it should pass Vermont inspection. So it has a mechanical issue, an issue with starting when cold. I'm thinking it could be the coolant temp sensor. Here, let's see if it starts up now. Yeah. So, as you can see, the thermostat doesn't go up, and it's already warm, and it's blasting heat. It'll blast heat. Let's see. There we go. So, I think it could be the coolant temp sensor is no good. It also has a loud squeak when I rev it up. Take a listen. Oh, the squeak went away, guys. Look at that. Oh, there, it's back. So I assume that's a fan belt squeak. Anyway, at his house it took us a while to start it. I eventually got it going by putting starter fluid down the intake, and then we took it for a test drive, and it didn't start after the test drive, even with starter fluid down the thing. And when it runs, you can listen to it. It runs good. It's a Volvo, so I'm not surprised. Runs pretty good. So yeah, it's got some rust issues, and then probably got a coolant temp sensor issue or something. And then the radio doesn't work either. The radio doesn't work, but Let me close the hood real quick. But the exterior doesn't really have any dents. The rust is only on the lower part of the body. The interior looks pretty nice. Take a peek back here. It's comfy seats, and it runs and goes well. So depending on how many views this video gets, it's gonna determine how many repair videos I do on it. I'll definitely do at least one, just replacing the coolant temp sensor and putting the plastic cladding back on, but seems to be a pretty good car. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I got it for $350. He had it listed for $500, so talked him down a bit, which I'm pretty happy with, I guess. It's not a great price, but it's all right. Anyway, there it is. My newest purchase, a brick. And just take a peek at these snow tires on here. Look at that, studded snows with the studs even poking out pretty good still. So, that's definitely a positive. The rims are rusty, but the tires are good. So the odometer reads 112,000 miles, but the guy said it's more like 175,000 miles. Go ahead and take it for a quick little spin, tell you how it drives. So it's very smooth, shifts good. My friend said he was doing 75 on the way home on that road, and it felt like no problem. It obviously needs an alignment, as you can see, like this. And the horn works. The horn didn't work earlier. It's funny. For a nearly 30-year-old car, it drives pretty good. Really good. As always on this channel, I will do a small acceleration test. This is front engine rear-wheel drive, so it's basically a Corvette. See what she does. Slow as molasses. That's all I have to say. It's slow, but it's very comfortable, especially for a 91. Even by today's standards, I would say this is a comfortable car. And the suspension on this feels tight. It doesn't feel like it needs any suspension work at all. The transmission is very smooth. So my overall verdict of this car is that it seems like a very good car, well built, and the engine and transmission are very good. But I'm concerned about the rust because I think there's a small exhaust leak. I'm concerned whether the frame is going to be in good enough shape for Vermont inspection or not. And I am concerned about the engine doesn't start when it's below, whatever, 30 degrees or something. My thought is that it's the engine temperature coolant sensor. Could be the fuel pump, could be something else. Could be the engine doesn't have enough compression, but I highly doubt that. It doesn't have an engine light on or anything, but I think it's OBD1, so that doesn't really tell you much. Anyway, let's get this back to the house. Alright, well there it is. Let me know what you think of my new purchase in the comments below. There's a $350 1991 Volvo 240 wagon. And I'll see you next week with a camper video. I bet you guys will be excited for that. See you then.